Really, the only thing I can do is speak from personal experience on to what I know as to how the people that think they have the power in the world operate. The first thing that we should all accept and be aware of is that these assholes will quite literally tell us anything. And more than likely, it's just the opposite of what they actually say. We all want to believe what we're told. It's in our nature. And they use that against us every day. By saying things like, my word is my bond, I would never lie to you, trust me, and things like that. And the real sneaky ones are the ones who claim religion, spout their standing in the church, their religious beliefs, or what have you, right in your face, knowing the whole time that they don't believe none of that shit. I would submit to anybody that's paying attention that all of this is being exposed right before our very eyes each and every day. There's a group of people out there that constantly say they're on our side, that are constantly spouting their moral superiority as a justification for them to be able to take the lead on saying how things should be in this country and or the world. And if you look at what they've actually done, they're full of shit. They were just saying whatever it is they thought they had to say along the way to keep the wool over our eyes so that they could profit themselves. And that's what the majority of the things that go on in the world are all about. It isn't about the betterment of mankind. It's about the betterment of the people that say they're going to better mankind. About gaining control and doing whatever they have to do or saying whatever they have to say to keep it. I could use an example. Just look at recently Donald Trump tweeted about Baltimore and the problems that that city has. Well, all you have to do is draw a comparison between what the Democrats are saying about how the people on the border are treated as opposed to how the people in their cities that they control are treated. It's a damn shame. So how could it not be about their control? When they're willing to overlook their own constituents in favor of people who don't have the legal right to be here. If that doesn't demonstrate the hypocrisy, I don't know what will. And there are plenty of examples over the past couple of years that really shine a light on that for anybody who's willing to pay attention. But for the most part, people keep spouting the same narratives that they've been taught for years and years. That everything's a distraction, nobody's on our side. And that's just the way it is because that's the way it's been and that's the way it always will be. And we all might as well just sit around waiting for the hammer to fall on our heads. When the body of evidence through the work that has been being done says differently. If the current president was one of them, he definitely wouldn't be pointing all these things out. What advantage would they gain by exposing themselves in such a way if he was one of them? I have been saying this for quite some time, and for the most part it's fallen on deaf ears. But the day's coming when it's going to be pretty much undeniable. When the facts are going to become so clear that even the biggest doubters are going to have to say, hey, wait a minute, what goes on here? And maybe this guy who we've said is one of them because he's had to swim in the shark-infested waters with them has been dangling the string in front of our faces the whole time so that we'll finally ask the questions and start unraveling this mess that we all say can't be fixed. I mean, I can understand the need for people to want to understand what's been going on out there in the sky and beyond. I get it. But that can't be fixed. That can only be theorized about and dealt with when it finally rears its ugly head, or whatever the scenario might play out as. What's really more important? What goes on out there, or what goes on down here? And the problems that we can acknowledge, work on, and fix if only we're willing to take the time to do so. Or take the interest to do so. Because it's entirely possible that the people who keep saying this, it's the same old game and the end is just inevitable, are working for the other side. That's why their channels are allowed to remain. That's why they have so many subscribers. Because they might be putting out information that the other side would just assume wasn't out there. But they keep saying to the country and the world, for that fact, just how hopeless things really are. And in essence, are working for them. Are working for the negative that would just assume, make it so we couldn't see the next level. so that we didn't even know it was possible to ascend beyond where we are today.